Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Hoffman and this is my digital how-to. I'm showing today how to use the audio recording software Audacity. So first and foremost, you have to make sure that you download Audacity onto your computer, and that can be done quickly through a Google search. So once you have Audacity downloaded, this is going to be your screen that you will see. And your basic recording controls are up here: record, fast forward, rewind, stop, play, pause. And then you'll also have these labels up here that will come into play later. So the first thing that you need to make sure that you have on your web page is your microphone volume. Now on my computer I have it turned up, and on Audacity Recorder I want to make sure that the microphone volume is turned up, and I highly suggest playing around with the recording volume because I did notice that sometimes if it's too loud it can echo, so you just want to be careful and monitor that. So play around with it depending upon what you're recording and find the right recording volume for your file. Now, in order to start recording, you can do two things. One, you can either just come up here, hit the record button, which is what I will be doing today, or you can go up here to tracks and click add new. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a general biography of myself, a 3-statement biography, to use as a practice audio file to show you the different things you can do with the audio file. So I'm going to go ahead and record that, and then I'll show you some of the few things that I did with my audio recording of my class's podcast. Hi, my name is Amanda Hoffman. I went to college at Mars Hill College. I live in the state of North Carolina. Alright, so I'll play that back again for you just so you can hear what the general recording sounds like using Audacity. Hi, my name is Amanda Hoffman. I went to college at Mars Hill College. I live in the state of North Carolina. Okay, so once you have your audio recorded, you can start manipulating it and doing different things with it. So I'll first say this is that anytime that you record something, you can hit pause. However, in order to actually do anything with your audio recording, you have to physically stop it. Editing and manipulating the audio file isn't easy to do with the pause button. So once you've hit stop, you have a complete audio file, and now you can manipulate it. So what I first want to do is show you how to delete some pieces of the audio file that you may not want in there. For my class's podcast, I had to delete pauses, mispronunciation of words, background noises, interruptions, things like that. And it's very simple and easy to do. So you can do it one of two ways, depending upon the length and speed of your audio file. So if you notice within the recording, you see these like long flat line segments. Those were the pauses in between. So the way you can delete those is one of two ways. One, you can click in the audio file. You'll see the cursor with a hand, and you can do a simple click and drag action, such as this. Okay, and then you go to edit up here and hit cut. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other way that you can also edit that out. And so if you notice down here where it says selection start and end in audio position, alright, it will show you where the audio is starting depending upon where you're moving the cursor, and it gives you an exact location with a number. And so this can come in very handy, and I had to use this a lot when I was editing my audio file because it was very fast paced and the changes that I needed to make were very minute. And so rather than guessing looking at the waves, I had to get the exact location of a start and ending position. And I can type within, and if you notice, like when I type in 3 here in that position, the line jumped from one to the other. And so by typing in, you can get a general, like a more precise location on the audio file, and that can help you highlight and cut. So I can put in 639 and then I can put in a 5 there. And as you can see, it highlights this one space up here. And so once I click in that, and I can use that to edit it out. So if I wanted to do that, I would just go down here. I would click, we'll change the final location to a 6 to show, and then we'll change this to 4 just to show the effect that you've highlighted, and then you can go up here, hit edit, and cut that out again. So if you want a more precise location for this audio file, it's pretty clear about the part that I want to cut out. So I'm just going to do the simple click and drag within the audio file. And so I'm going to go up here, click, drag, highlight, edit, cut, and that eliminates that space. So I'll let you listen to it again with that edited out. Now when you edit your audio file, and if you hit play, for instance, right now, it will pick up where that line is, if you notice up here. So what I want to do is I want to track back to the beginning so I can hear the audio file in its entirety.
Hi, my name is Amanda Hoffman. I went to college at Marshall College. I live in the state of North Carolina.
So if you noticed, by doing that simple click, drag, and cut, I was able to eliminate that pause. So again, I'm going to come over here and do that again. And this, if you notice, there's the selection start. If I click over here, it'll show me the ending location. I can click and highlight using exact numbers down here. I had to, if you want to use this, which I highly recommend if you want to make very specific short edits, writing the numbers down on a separate piece of paper, because what I did is I listened, I paused it, I wrote down the number, listened again, paused it at the end of the space that I wanted to cut, wrote down that number, typed it in down here, and then edited it out. So for this, since it is pretty noticeable, and I'm just going to click highlight, click and drag, highlight, edit, and cut. And so I will start it back from the beginning so you can hear the audio file with those spaces cut.
Hi, my name is Amanda Hoffman. I went to college at Marshall College. I live in the state of North Carolina.
Okay, so you notice I was able to cut out those pauses, and that just allows the audio file to become one fluent statement. This can help a lot to demonstrate fluency and continuity within phrases and statements. And again, I had to use this with my podcast to eliminate pauses, interruptions, mispronunciations, things like that. So what I'm now going to show you is how you can manipulate the order of the audio file. And editing within Audacity is very similar to almost like a Word document where you just highlight, click, drag, and place it where you want it to. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that third and final statement of me living in North Carolina that was here at the end, and I'm going to put it into the beginning. And so what you can simply do is click where that started, and you can just use the general idea again, or you can go down here, get the exact numbers, that hand symbol. I'm going to click, drag to highlight, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit edit, cut, and then I'm going to go to the front, place my cursor, and then go to edit and click paste. And by doing that, you notice that it moved that section of the audio file that I highlighted to this location. And so I will start it again at the beginning to let you listen to that manipulation.
I live in the state of North Carolina. Hi, my name is Amanda Hoffman. I went to college at Marshall College.
So if you notice that I was able to manipulate the order and sequence of the content of the audio file, and we use this a lot with our podcast recordings to determine the order of the content, what we wanted to come first, second, next, last, just to build on that content and to tell, make sure we told the story that we wanted to tell. So one other thing that I wanted to highlight that was very important with Audacity was the ability to zoom. This was helpful with the recording of my podcast, the class's podcast, because they again, it was one continuous audio file, and the edits that I needed to make were very small, and were very hard to determine the exact numbers that I needed to put in here down here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I can simply go up here to view, click and zoom in, and if you notice the numbers up here at the top got a little smaller. I'll do it one more time that way, and so this gives you a more precise location for your selection of starting and stopping when you wanted to edit a certain part of the audio file. I used that when editing the podcast. These tools were very helpful with editing the podcast. I highly recommend using Audacity. It's very easy to use, and I was actually able to figure all of this out just by playing around with it. When you first start Audacity, it does offer a quick manual that you can read through, but I highly recommend playing around with it. And it's fun to listen to yourself, record yourself, and manipulate just to see how this whole software works. It's actually very useful and user friendly. So if you ever want to delete a track and just start over, have a clean slate, all you have to do is simply go up here to tracks and hit remove tracks. And as you can see, it clears out everything, and I can start another recording again. Now if I ever want to save the track, all I have to do is go click Files, and you can either click Save Project that you're working on, or it's not highlighted right now because I don't have anything recorded, but Export Audio. That removes it from Audacity and can put it within your computer's hard drive of your audio files. So that is Audacity, and so I hope you're able to use this within your classroom and have fun.